I was like, I was gonna for ya dance your nego about na ya da no obi serve as a watchdog for us. Kojo Oppong Nkrumah obvious police some corruption scandal be a cost wo e Ghana ha through GoldBod any company be a just say under GoldBod no omu na enya kwanya omu to Ghana ha nyina good Kojo Oppong Nkrumah that company say eye day ana aban ama that company nko to me as omu na ento good na eye company be kra e dey wasem na e cost wo memo nchirimu no akere wadwen ama me e wo comment section hi Penyah block media mess was say need mu obe like video no that ma put subscribe button and click notification icon for latest updates na be chere wadwen dey ama me e wo comment section so baso no a for Penyah bia hye obe kaya last week ana IMF report e ba ye say Ghana cotton good aboka I say through GoldBod its operation across Ghana financial loss to the sum of 214 million choppable USD dollars e ma do be na baji media so nyina fa e ma be kaya enra me bro video catch us say exactly 28th March 2025 at the fourth parliament 8 p.m. in the night omode GoldBod bill na eba Ghana parliament no Kojo Oppong Nkrumah stare gina na so e kan sem bi for GoldBod no ho a ana o kire GoldBod say omo mpiri omo ho because GoldBod am person mo de ban ememwo oman no emwa ye etimu nyai omo ante ase ema no bro video me ma ohwe ye ensem a you know Kojo Oppong Nkrumah e kan ye na ebusia proud with this issue na e go viral no say ensem fufuro bi kwa so na ehihya adaka mu onum say GoldBod yes Ghana omu nko na ewo mra omu nko na otume say omu eto gold e wo Ghana diko bia nim say opese oto gold a ana opese oton gold a eye GoldBod aso ye ana obekọ akoton gold no but say nya sa na asem ne tie there is a certain company ya creating foforo a company no edi Bawa Rock Company Limited as it is owned by one man or one person here who is called Eiii Bawa. Now that company no say anything uro omo official website here. That's the website bawa-rock.com. Also we are aggregator for Ghana GoldBod. What I say? You are trusted gold aggregator in Ghana. Now say Ukoba Asia about over say Bawa Rock Limited is a fully owned Ghana company licensed to operate as an official aggregator for the Ghana GoldBod. Just a Ghanaian owned company. Aya license say Ghana hanum GoldBod you medin omu ena the mastermind. What I say? Now say over our mission to streamline gold sourcing and trading in Ghana through transparency, compliance, and community impact. Next, over our vision to become the most trusted aggregator and service provider in West Africa's mineral value chain. At Bawa Rock Limited, we are committed to creating lasting value for the communities where we operate. Our corporate society responsibility, effort focus on improving lives, protecting the environment, and promoting ethical mining practices. We are aligning our CSR practices with our national development goals and the GoldBod Ghana's responsible sourcing standard. Not just say, omuna aside GoldBod no, emra no ama omu to me say, omu nto Ghana harum nyina go so they are working for GoldBod. The Ghana nim say ye betie eye GoldBod. GoldBod will almost separate website. Omu di do omu juma. Where from Bawa Rock Company Limited? Where from that? And you know the funny thing, Bawa Rock Company Limited, ye created that company no February 2025 year. And ye take that company. Ghana ni ayenye hu ni bakro. Or take that company no, or take ye no. Or mining nyina di to me amano. Esa Ghana ha, or na gold jumedi bian, or na ye the main aggregator for all gold in Ghana here. Just on a to gold. Eye bibia or issue license. Opesa all mining ya. Just say this is GoldBod. Because GoldBod and a yenim se omo issue license to miners. Opesa o engage in any mining activity. Omo be issue license ama o. And opesa o engage in anything jewelry or anything good. Trading or marketing na. Omo and be the license to do that. Now yekote se Bawa Rock Company Limited, which is owned by a Ghanaian person, just one person, any state owned asset. But nipa could be a property. ɔno na yɛde da tumi no nyinaa man sɛ Ghana gold no ɔntɔ ɛnkɔtɔn mmra ɛnyɛ biribiara na kyerɛ sɛ Ghana no yɛkɔe anaasɛ yɛbae na ɛno ana ɛno ano Kojo Oppong Nkrumah expose government no na ɔmo sɛ demand accountability.
It is about the news that Ghana, as at now, has lost about $214 million through the activities of some of the state agencies that are involved in purchasing gold and using those purchases to boost our reserves, our foreign exchange, and to help the economy. Now, already, as you are aware from the IMF, in the first 9 months of the year, we've lost $214 million. And from our calculation as a caucus, it's going to end up at around $300 million by the end of the year. There are a number of preliminary issues that we want to bring to your attention on this matter. Some of those issues you are not aware of already, but we believe it is time we start putting them out in the public domain so that the general public and the Ghanaian people can participate in the exercise of resolving. First, there's a person known as Alhaji Bawa of Bawa Rock Limited. We bring to the attention of the Ghanaian people the role of his company becoming the only aggregator licensed by the GoldBod to purchase all artisanal gold directly for the GoldBod from suppliers across the country. A de facto monopoly has been created in this industry where competition used to exist and used to ensure fair pricing, transparency, and the prevention of rent seeking. Now, with the creation of this monopoly, questions are coming up. Who is benefiting from the deliberate and needless monopoly? Who is Alhaji Bawa of Bawa Rock Limited? How did his company become the only aggregator assigned to buy all of our gold from that particular segment of the market? Who selected him? What criteria was used? Was the criteria competitive? Who are the beneficial owners of this entity? And why must every miner, every dealer, every landowner, and every small-scale producer pass through this private entity before gold reaches GoldBod, and for reserves, ultimately, the Bank of Ghana? There are questions that need to be answered on that particular front publicly, and until those questions are answered, the integrity of this scheme, we are beginning to draw your attention to the fact that it's being compromised. Our second preliminary issue we want to draw your attention to. The IMF has already mentioned that $214 million worth of trading losses have been occasioned in the first 9 months of this year. As a caucus, when we run our numbers, we can project that it's going to get to about $300 million by the end of this year. 214 million in losses under the Gold for Reserve scheme is just 9 months. But there are a few other issues under that we want to draw your attention to as part of our preliminary remarks. First is to explain to you how these losses are being occasioned. Small-scale miners will not sell unless they are paid true global market prices, even if a slight discount is given to them, and at an exchange rate which the forex bureaus use. Second, the GoldBod therefore has to pay miners at real market value. However, GoldBod then sells the dollars it receives from offshore buyers back to the Bank of Ghana at the BOG or interbank rate, which is a weaker rate. GoldBod protects its books by passing the exchange rate losses directly onto the Bank of Ghana. So this is not a market fluctuation problem. This is a system that is designed to make losses and for the state to bleed, so intermediaries will remain secure and profitable. For those of you who recall, when the GoldBod Act was being passed, we extensively outlined why the regulator should be decoupled from a commercial entity that could do this and make profit. And you recall that we suggested that it would be better to have a limited liability company with capital so that this doesn't happen. This is exactly what has happened now, and so far, $214 million of loss, going towards $300 million by the end of the year. The third issue that we want to draw your attention to. This is not how the original structure of the Gold for Reserves program was designed. Now let's remind the nation about what the original structure was. It was a sovereign reserve building tool to help Ghana accumulate physical gold, strengthen our balance sheet, reduce reliance on foreign currency borrowing, and gradually stabilize the cedi. Under the original design, which was introduced by the NPP, Ghana's reserves increased from 8.7 tons to 31 tons in just 2 years. And no losses accrued because BOG bought physical gold directly for its reserves and not through intermediaries like some of who we have outlined, and not for speculative purposes. Now the model has been changed contrary to the advice and all the advocacy that we did. And the Bank of Ghana, under the new structure, under the reset, they have ceded their mandate to the GoldBod, and GoldBod has also ceded to a private company, Bawa Rock Limited, which now operates primarily as a trading company, not a reserve builder. And the moment we shift from holding strategic gold to trading gold, pricing and FX risks will appear. And the taxpayer in the end is the one who has to pay the $300 million at the end of the year. Now, despite unprecedented volumes of gold passing through GoldBod, our reserves have increased only from 31 tons to 38 tons, which undermines the past 22%, just 7 tons after all this theater. Under the MPP, without this theater, we increased by 256%. This is not prioritization of reserves, it's prioritization of rent seeking. This is where media attention should be focused, and that's why we're saying that these are preliminary remarks that we are beginning to draw your attention to, and we'll share more with you as we go along. Now, for those who just hear $214 million or $300 million and consider it just as a figure, let us refuse the temptation to treat this matter as an abstract number. $214 million, that is from the beginning of the year to September, not the full one. It could have built 12 fully equipped Agenda 111 district hospitals, which the MPP started and which this administration has refused to continue so far. It could have built 30 modest hospitals or 40 to 60,000 boreholes in many villages across this country, providing clean, safe water to villages, schools, clinics, and farming communities. $214 million could have employed many teachers and nurses who are struggling to catch the eye of the government to pay or to issue the necessary financial clearance so that they could be recruited and paid. So when the government tells you that they have lost $214 million, it's not just a number. It's jobs, it's roads, it's people's lives that they have lost. But that is not the full story. Again, if you will remember, when the GoldBod Act was being passed, we spoke extensively about the need for traceability so that Ghana's money will not be used to fund the purchase of Galamsey gold. Now, while the financial tragedy unfolds, another crisis is deepening. Illegal mining is continuing at unprecedented levels. You are observing on your television sets the destruction still of our forests and water bodies. Yet, we are told that the purchase that is going on is not a purchase of Galamsey gold. If you check the data, the export numbers by the large-scale exporters hasn't changed much. And today, there are no other exporters in town except the GoldBod. So who is buying the Galamsey gold? It's a question out there that as we go along, we will begin to point direct answers to. What is even more worrying is that in the face of this devastation, what we are seeing are statements being issued from the GoldBod and the Bank of Ghana trying to obfuscate. They rely on some words in the original IMF draft to suggest that this is speculative or that this is a significant downside risk. We must be clear. A loss of $214 million has already been made. It will be about $300 million at the end of the year. And the people of Ghana cannot be taken for fools by some long-winded statements seeking to parry this tragedy away. Colleagues, the truth about this government is that they have not introduced any superior economic ideas to governance. All that they've been doing is rebranding, renaming old things that have been done, and sometimes even hiding the details until we, in the minority, call it out for the Ghanaian public to see. Now, today, they are relying on this rebranding, but rebranding without the requisite competence and the requisite attention to the structural issues will be disastrous in the end. And so we ask, so when the IMF is no longer here by the middle of 2026, and they have finished rebranding the ideas that they inherited, which new ideas will they be introducing? Which old ideas will they now be left with to copy? And who will be shepherding them? The previous administration in January 2025 handed over to them an economy that was far larger, far stronger, far less burdened by debt servicing than what they handed to us in January 2027. Their singular instinct has been to capitalize on the architecture that was innovated by the NPP. Gold for reserves, gold for oil, gold for forex are examples. And now, even that one, they are running into massive losses that you, the taxpayer, will have to pay at the end of the day. What have they contributed? Nothing. Just rebranding. They simply took the PMMC and the work that MIF was doing and decided to restructure it under the GoldBod and quickly pass a bill to grant it sweeping powers over all small-scale gold, plus 20% of all other produced gold by large-scale miners. Sadly, without the technical competence required to operate this complex structure that they wanted to do, we are saddled with $214 million debt, now moving towards 300. And it doesn't matter whether they tell you it's not GoldBod loss, it's Bank of Ghana loss, or it's Bank of Ghana loss, it's not GoldBod. At the end of the day, the Ghanaian taxpayer is the one who has to pay. And so as a minority, on behalf of the people of Ghana, we are demanding the following: a bipartisan parliamentary inquiry into the circumstances under which the Republic of Ghana has lost $214 million, heading to $300 million, to be done here by the Parliament of Ghana on a bipartisan basis, as I mentioned. And we're asking for a parliamentary ad hoc investigative committee with power to subpoena all contracts, licenses, intermediaries, including this Bawa rock monopoly that this morning we have informed you about. Under this bipartisan inquiry, we will be expecting the Bank of Ghana and the GoldBod to publish the fee structure, the pricing formula, the aggregator selecting criteria, and all foreign exchange arrangements that they have tied to this scheme, which has led to this loss. There are also environmental issues that have to be dealt with. And one of the things we'll be asking for is a suspension of permits in forest reserves and the introduction of serious measures on traceability. Because as at now, we have every reason to believe that state money is being used to buy Galamsey gold. Also, we are expecting the governor of the central bank and the chief executive of the GoldBod to appear before the committee as other persons who will be invited and to provide all the information that is required for the Republic to understand in detail what has happened and to put measures in place to ensure that it doesn't happen again. And where negligence or corruption is proven, prosecutions must follow, and all recoverable funds must be clawed back to the state. This crisis, colleagues, is not about politics. It's about whether Ghana still stands as a guardian of the resources that we have been given, and we have the ability to use it for generations unborn, or whether temporary gains will lead us to irresponsible behavior that leads us into debt and at the same time destruction of our environment. To the people of Ghana, it is in your name and on your behalf that we are doing this. To our chiefs, faith leaders, market women, students, unions, civil societies, academia, and the diaspora, your voices are the only force left to defend this democracy, to defend this republic, to defend this country. Fellow Ghanaians, gold may glitter, but the truth has to endure beyond today. May history record that when our gold was taken and our rivers were poisoned and our future was mortgaged, we all stood up in a bipartisan way to find out the causes, to put in place the plugs, and to hold accountable the persons who have made this happen. This is not a moment for spectators. It's a moment for all of us as citizens to rise and be part of the solution. I thank you for your time, and if there are questions, I'll take them now.
Owie ya ana TikTokers no ezo de kakra abetatu.
Obviously, Baba Mandrini Osonfo, Sunyani East Constituency Communications Officer. Asam kese esi nyabotre na ye wo me ye madachi. Mobaka ya nranya minority no eka IMF report say ye gold through Sammy Gyamfi NDC $214 million ayra. Na hwehwemu kakra ya ye edi asam kese abetodwa. Monim say sa scheme we a well rehearsed, well practiced, well tailored and executed. Now, if you move there, this company be a friend of rock company, Bawa Rock Company, Bawa Rock Company. I see will be the Alaji Rock and Alaji Bawa, a Bawa Rock Company. And if you move to say, ya mame Joyce Bawa Moktari, so wunim hu bia be yano. This company omote February 2025 year, February annual year. Any experience be na no here the sole aggregator of the entire gold or to gold across the country as Sammy Gyamfi Bawa at the Amasa company. The sole monopoly. Now, ye mame Bawa Joyce Bawa Moktari ya President Mahama ne busieni or sanction special aid. Mame Bawa Rock Company why dia? Why dia? Moba kain so ye go there wa Black Volta. Ye wura John Dramani Mahama e dia mani nua Ibrahim Mahama sa gold no so sombo 7.5 billion as of July 7.5 billion US dollars in the drew 8 billion US dollars and also the Ibrahim Mahama and a Bawa Rock Company so and it is so aggregated nam so any year Mahama so ye sika ye $214 million a bit me to buy you for car by 5 years ye see ahira abusia 220 eno ene onwam etiano atikopon na me nhyira nyina ye kai ne monti ye madache mato asai no mo amugigirigi next time e be sua nyansa na me nhyira nyina
Na Ghana hanom ne de enye easy ada power besesa no ho enema be sisi Ghana hanom pa any moment there's a change of government a lot will happen in this country. Some people must overnight grow wings to fly. Either than that we must be I'm a Ghana for no e will krum here chere wadwe mame e wo comment section hi Penyah block media Accra.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas!